Hello friends, this is Nitish, founder of StockMock. Today in this video, we are going to talk about a new feature which is wait and trade. So before explaining what this feature does, let me explain you the simple idea behind this feature. And if you understand the simple idea, you will be amazed to know that this idea has worked wonders for our beta users. Okay, so let me walk you through our current scenario, what happens in StockMock. I hope you all are able to see the screen. So what happens is that as of now in StockMock, if somebody creates a strategy, let's say they have created a straddle, ATM call, ATM put, and this entry time is 9:57, okay, with whatever stop loss conditions and other conditions they can enter. What happens is as soon as 9:57 time occurs, like exactly at 9:57, not even a second delay, what we are saying is enter both the legs right away. Without seeing anything, you just enter both the legs right away. Okay, so that was our entry conditions till now in StockMock. Okay, and this strategy was called as non-directional strategy. If your stop loss occurs, then you basically enter into the directional trade. Okay, but your entry barrier was only entry time. Okay, and nothing else. So as soon as 9:57 happens, you enter both the legs right away. But now, what this wait and trade feature idea was that now you will just observe at 9:57 what was the premium of your strikes. Okay, you will just watch what was the premium of your strikes at 9:57, both call and both put. And now you will not enter right away, but you will wait for the premium to either increase or decrease by specific percentage or points. That's the simple idea. You're not entering the trades right away. You are just noting down the premiums at your entry time, and you are adding a one more condition that I will only enter the trade if that premium increases or decreases by specific percentage or specific point. Okay, let me showcase to you this thing. Let's go on to the Excel. Let's say, let's understand this much more mathematically. So let's say you're at any given time, you're, let's say at 9:57. Let's take this example. Okay, what happens at 9:57? You see that the premium prices were 200 rupees and 180. These were your premiums. So earlier what happens is as soon as 9:57 happens, you enter both the legs right away. But now what we are saying is, okay, we have noted down this premium, but let's wait for this premium to actually increase or decrease. What we are saying here. Let's say what we say that I will wait for my premium to increase by 10% of that leg. So what do we want is, okay, if your price was 200 rupees at your entry time, then we will wait for 1.1. It means when this leg strike goes to 220 rupees, only then I will enter this particular leg, not before that. That's the simple idea. It was a very simple idea and it's turning out to be very amazing in both selling side and both buying side. Okay. And let's say you in the put leg also have entered the similar condition that I want to enter this leg when it increases by 10%. So what you are saying is 180 into 1.1. So it means what you are saying, if you have added this waiting condition of 10% increase, you are saying that I will wait for the premium to increase by 10%. And that means I will wait until it touches 220 rupees. I will immediately enter into the trade. Similarly with put call, put value. If it reaches 198 rupees, I will immediately enter the trade. Or let's say you want to enter a different condition. You want that I want my premium to decrease by 10% and only in that, then I will enter the trade. Means 200 rupees into 0.9. It means if the premium goes down by 10% and reaches 180 rupees, only then I'll enter the trade. Okay. Similarly with this, 180 into 0.9. So if it goes from 180 to 162 throughout your day, entry time, in between your entry time and exit time, only then at particular moment you will enter the trade. Okay, I think this is clear. And similar case with the points as well. Let's say you say I want my premium to increase by 10 points, only then I will enter the trade. It means you will wait for 210 price to come for your premium, and for 180 you will wait for 190 premium to happen. It's very simple. Similarly with 10 point decrease. So 200 rupees will come 190, and this happens, this comes out to be 170. So it's up to you to decide that what premium, what waiting condition you want to enter. You want to increase the premium and then wait and then enter. You want to decrease it, or you want to do what? Okay. Now what happens is this actually becomes a directional feature on StockMock. And what do we mean by directional feature? It simply means you are just waiting for the direction to happen, and you are just going in that direction, and you are not taking the other leg right away. Okay, because try to understand this. If we are adding this condition of 10% increase, okay, what we are saying is we will wait for 200 to 220 and for 180 to 190. Obviously these both legs will not touch this 220 and 198 at the same time. Obviously one will happen before the other. So it will happen, most of the times it will happen that call leg is now entered at different time, put leg is entered at different time. Okay, let's take a scenario. What are the use cases possible here? So let's take this example, 957, and let's say you want to go from 957 to 310. Okay, this is your entry exit time. So what you are saying is at 957 you have noted down the premium. What are the use cases that can happen? First use case is your both legs enter at different times. So let's say your call enters, both legs enter. So your call enters probably, let's say at 10:30, okay, and your put enters, let's say at 12 o'clock. This thing can happen because both the legs are now working independent of each other. That's the point. Okay. And now what you're saying is, now second condition that can happen is only one leg enters. What do we mean by that? Only one leg enters. We simply mean that probably one leg entered and other leg condition actually never met. So this can happen now if we kept on waiting for premium of put to increase from 180 to 198, but it never happened throughout the day from your entry time to exit time. So only one leg entered. And the final condition is no leg entered. It can possibly also happen that whatever waiting condition you entered, both the legs never touch those waiting premium. And therefore, throughout the day, none of your leg entered. It's as simple as that. Okay. So let me demonstrate to you, first of all, one Nifty strategy, selling side, one Banknifty strategy on the selling side, and then I'll also demonstrate one simple buying strategy, how this feature actually helped us, worked on that buying thing. To be honest, this feature was never intended for the buying side. We thought this will improve our selling side a lot. This helped on the selling side, but this now helps us immensely on finding the good buying strategies. Okay, so let me showcase to you this thing. Okay, I'll just shut off my video so that you guys are clear. So now you can see this wait and trade feature has now been introduced. This wait and trade. So for this thing, you have to enable it first. So as soon as you enable this feature, you will see the new option for your every leg. Okay, and this option has basically 4 options. Okay, one is percentage increase, percentage decrease, point increase, and point decrease. As I've explained you, what this waiting feature says is you will wait for your premium to increase by this much percentage. You will wait for your premium. This time symbol is waiting symbol. You will wait for your premium to decrease by this much percentage. You will wait for your pointers to increase by this much. You will wait for your premium to decrease by this point. It's very, very simple. So if you've got the idea properly, I'm sure you will understand how this is going to work and this is going to affect your strategy maybe. Okay. So let me demonstrate one decent strategy to you. And obviously a disclaimer, this is not to be finalized or whatever I showcase here. It has nothing to do with I'm recommending something. In StockMock, you can find much better strategies than what I'm demonstrating. Okay, so this is one which my friend used to do earlier. It's like it's an inverted triangle, like ITM call and ITM put, with the stop loss of different stop loss you used to keep, 15% input and 25% in this. Okay? So if I go and check this strategy without wait and trade from 957 to 310, and if I run this strategy, okay, if we run this strategy, let's see what happens. So what happens is I see the result, which is 796 rupees average day profit, and drawdown is 15,000 something, and max loss is 6,000 rupees, and you have some one losing month here. Okay, so this is something which is without the waiting feature. So what if I want to add a waiting condition into it? Since we have four options, we can actually do anything about it. But since we are selling, we want our premium to actually decrease by some point so that we enter into the trade. Okay, why do I say I will wait for the premium to decrease? We are in the selling mode, and if we see that if any strike premium is decreasing, it means market has found its direction and I want to enter into that trade. Okay, so let's add a simple condition, very simple. Let's say 5 point conditions, which is very simple. Okay, it means I will wait for the premium to decrease by 5 points. After 957, we have noted down the premium. We'll wait for it to decrease by 5 points, and then we will enter that trade. It's very simple, right? Maybe it makes the result better. It worsens the result. Let's check it out. Okay. So you can see that now your result says earlier it was 796 and 15,000 something rupees MDD. Now your result has turned out to be 964. Average day profit in MDD is also reduced from 15 to 3,900. Okay, max loss is also reduced a lot. This is just by entering and going with a simple idea that let's wait for the premium to decrease by 5 points. And this is just a very basic idea that I've thrown at you of 5 points. You can actually do a lot with it. So let's try out. Oh no, let me demonstrate to you something else as well. Okay? So let's see the results first of all. Okay? If we go scroll right, okay? As you can see, for now, since the entire logic is changed, you are not entering your leg at 957. You're entering both the legs at different times. So as a user, you should know when your leg is being entered. So when you are using this waiting feature, we have added this time, which you will not see if you're not using this feature. So you will see this new time here, which means that this is the time at which this leg entered. So it means your call actually got entered at 10:14 and your put entered at 2:10. Okay, and if you want to also compare the price at which they entered, let's see it. Without the waiting feature, let's see. Okay, we're checking 15th February 2019. Without the waiting feature, this put was 102.7. So if what we said is we want to make 5 points wait until it decreases by 5 points. Okay, so it means 97.7 something. Okay, so if we enter here, yes, at 97.7, this put got entered. That means our condition actually matched at 14:10. Let's see for call as well. Okay. 120.7 decrease 5 points, 155 or 115.7. You see 115.7. Okay. So it means it actually respected our waiting condition and then entered at different times. These both legs actually entered at different times. Okay. Now one question that might arise is when we are adding the stop loss, which price is it actually executing the stop loss? Stop loss always works on whatever price you have got. So here, if you have got 97.7 premium, then it will add 25% SL or 15%, whatever we have entered into this thing. So don't confuse it with 957 price. We are not entering the stop loss at that price. We will always enter the stop loss of the price that you have got. Okay, so this was the condition which we checked that both the legs got entered in this day. This both the legs got entered at 10:02 and 11:05. Here also both the legs. But if you see this Thursday, 21st February 2019, 21st, you will see this very weird thing now. 0000 entry price is 0. What does it mean? This means that it wants to tell you that at this given day, call actually never entered. It means the waiting condition of call was never met in between your entry time and your exit time. Therefore, whenever you see this 00, it means the waiting condition never got triggered for this particular leg. It's as simple as that. And if on any given day both the legs condition never met, then you will see 00 in both the legs. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, and our beta users actually loved it. I just demonstrated to you like very simple example of 5 points, 5%, but they were coming up with like brilliant, amazing solutions. And one of the beta users actually gave this suggestion to us, not just one, actually, they gave similar suggestions, that what if, since it's a directional bet that we are making, can this happen that we give a condition that we only want to enter single leg in a day, and if that leg is entered, we will not enter the other leg. Okay, so right now, as you can see, that the call happened on call was traded on 10:14, put is traded on 14:10. Now, what if I want to say that if I have already entered a single leg, I don't want to enter the other leg? So that's why this beautiful, this amazingly feature, like when I say beautiful and amazing, I mean it's very powerful. It says trade only first entry. It simply means trade only leg which is entered first. So if you click on it, it will filter the days, it will filter the records for which it entered second. So now if you go and see the results, you will see the first entry data will be here, but the second entry now becomes 00. Because now you are basically saying I don't want to enter the any leg after the first leg. Okay, so this will filter those results for you. It's very simple concept. Okay, but it's very handy, very powerful. I hope you've got the idea. And obviously, since many people don't do like trading for all the days, they do filtering like Wednesdays. If they don't want to do on Thursdays, what happens? If they don't do on Monday, what happens? So I'm not just, and they enter slippage as well. So I'm not just demonstrating it to you. Any other thing which you already know. It is just that I'm demonstrating the power of wait and trade feature. Okay. So this one example I've demonstrated is of Nifty. So if I now go and check for Banknifty, for example, okay, now this is very popular strategy. You guys might already know. This is very popular on Twitter as well. 920 Banknifty Straddle. Okay, exit at 310. Stop loss is 25%. It's very simple, very popular. Okay, let's run it. Let's run this Banknifty demo and see if waiting condition can really help us with this or not. Okay. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for the result. Results have come. It says that 900, and I'll also tell you why it's popular. It's popular mainly because you see all, there is no losing month in this. And average day profit is 900 something, and drawdown is 34,000. It's close to 35,000. So, and RR ratio is also 1:1. That's fine. Okay. So, what if, and this is very popular because I know so many people who are trading this strategy. I always tell them that trade on this much, but also start trading on other times as well. Have a diversification of portfolio because this strategy is actually very popular amongst the traders. So let's go and let's see if we can really improve this Bank Nifty popular strategy. What I'm saying is Bank Nifty, let's say I wait for just 10 points. Let's say I wait for 10 points. What I'm saying is I'm waiting for premium to decrease by 10 points after 920. Okay. And when this 10 points decrease happens, I'm just trading at that time. That's simple condition, like 10 points. Very simple. We'll check with other conditions as well. But let's see if it is helping us in any way possible, then it's really cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay, nice. Okay, no losing months, so we're not compromising anything. And average day profit is increased a little. But the fun part is, good thing is, our drawdown is reduced from 35,000 to 27,500 rupees, which is not bad at all. So without compromising any other statistics, we are actually making the drawdown reduce, which is crazily good. It's very good. Okay. I hope you guys got the idea behind it. What this idea is, if you want me to test other things, like our beta users have literally exploded with so many options here. Okay, not bragging it, but literally they have tested so many things. Like if you want to go with, let's say, 10% increase, 10% decrease, or let's say we try with 5 points. What happens here? We can test now. What if we say we don't want to wait for 10 points to happen? We want to wait for just 5 points to happen. Then what's going to happen? Let's see. Wow, results have increased. Wow. So you can now see the MDD is same, like it's mostly similar, but our average day profit is increased. So by trying this, you can actually filter out those things which can work for you. And obviously, if you're doing the strategy, it will differentiate you from the others as well. So not just to say that you don't want to do it, do whatever you feel like. What's good for you, just know the drawbacks of everything. That's it. Okay. So I've just demonstrated selling Nifty, selling Banknifty strategy, and I now want to come to the buying strategy of the stock. So let's say we are not doing 920 straddle, we are just doing 920 buying straddle. In this tab, I'm not adding the waiting condition. I'm just saying 920 Banknifty straddle with buying side. Okay. So let's see what happens. With the same condition, 25% SL. My average day profit is 308 because we are doing buying side. Obviously, the profit will be less, 20% will be less. MDD is 1 lakh something rupees. Okay. So let's say we go and try something on the waiting side of it. Okay. Again, the same thing, buying side, ATM call buy, ATM put buy. And now what we are saying is, since waiting feature is a directional feature, we are saying that we'll wait for the premium to increase by what percentage? Let's say I say 20%. I say 20%. So now I'm saying I'll wait for, let me run it. I'll wait for the premium to increase by 20%. And as soon as it sees 20% increase, it will immediately enter that particular leg on the buying side. Now, if you just see the stat before waiting was 308, 1 lakh, and something like that. Let me just show to you what the results not look like. This is very bad. Oh no. You know why it's bad? Because I waited for the percentage to decrease. I wanted it to increase. And just to showcase to you why it's bad, because our logic behind it was bad. That we were on the buying side, we should not wait for it to decrease. We should rather wait it to increase. That's why. Let's see what's, and now since results. Yeah. So now the results have come and you can see the drastic change in the results. What it now says that 1 lakh something drawdown is now reduced to 82,000 rupees, and your average day profit is also 800 something rupees, which is very cool, but it's up to you to decide what's cool and what's not. Okay. And you can see that in 2019, you have one losing month. In 2020, you actually have two losing months. In 2021, you have two losing months. And 800 was your average day profit. I don't think it's bad. It's a decent one. By the way, what if you try and just say, I only want to trade first entry? Because on buying side, if you say, I've picked the direction, I don't want to go to the other direction. Let's try it out. So if I just do that, did you just see that your average day profit is now 852? Your MDD is reduced from 1 lakh to 58,000 rupees. Okay. I'm saying not adding slippages. In buying side, you will get some slippage. Just figure out what's good for you. Do some forward testing with buying side. I'll explain later in this video. Okay. Also on buying side, you need not enter all the days. Just see what days are not working for you. Like if I remove Tuesdays, it's generally better for me. Like I found some strategies which are not working on Tuesdays. So if you remove Tuesday, you will see the average day profit increases and your drawdown is under 50,000. Okay. By the way, just for the records, our beta users have found immensely good strategies which is under 30,000 MD. So that's the power of buying, which has actually come by default with this feature. That's why I'm loving this feature. Like people are finding easily good strategies, which is easily executable and it's non-indicator based. Like I'm not against indicator, but it's non-indicator based with StockMock has actually come up with an explicit buying strategies for everyone. I would say try it out and see if it's really working for you or not. There are so many things you can do. Right now we have not even touched the stop loss. You can change it to 20%. You can increase this in terms of points, in terms of percentage, and see what's working for you. Okay. A big disclaimer that I really want to add here is, let me just see if I can come on the screen. Yeah. A disclaimer that I want to tell everyone here is, in buying side, it's unlikely that you will see the same winning percentage as in the terms of selling side. As you can see right now, winning percentage is just 41%. In selling, we are very used to seeing the percentage more than 70%. That it's a 70% win rate. So that's what it's called as sellers are consistent in making the profits. So they make small profits consistently over a long period of time. That's why you will also see on many of the strategies in StockMock that it is you will see less losing ones there. Okay, but on buying side it is very difficult because in buying side you are actually making a home run and nothing more than that. So if you pick the direction correctly at the right time, you will actually hit the home run. But for that you have to compromise small profits for like a little bit longer period of time. So right now, if I just showcase to you this thing, average day profit is 929 rupees. It looks very fancy. And I'm not saying it's not achievable. Yes, it is. But for this thing, you have to have a psychology of a buyer, which is very tough to have. And if you have that consistency of holding on to the strategy in a buying side, which is you can make statistically a good returns. So right now, if I just showcase to you in 2020, assume that you have started in April month. Okay. So in April month itself, here, you have lost 20,000 something rupees. So if in a month, as a buyer, you are losing out on the trades, you actually start doubting yourself. Okay. So this video is not about explaining you. This is how the buyer systematic things work. And if you hold on to a strategy for a longer period of time, it will eventually work. But I just wanted to add the disclaimers that it's very difficult to find those losing months where you don't have any losing months on the buying side. Okay. Buyers win on some days, but they win big. So if you want to really check that stat, it's based on the RR ratio here. Average win on win days, average loss on loss days. So you're losing 2,500 rupees, but you're actually winning 6,000 rupees per day when you are winning. Okay. That's the power of buying side. Now, when I demonstrated this to one of my friends, this feature, he was really amazed to not just see the power of buying side and the selling side in this, which is improved obviously. He said that this feature actually helps me backtest my strategy, which I used to do in 2019, but I stopped doing it because I didn't have the backtest results for that. And his strategy was this. And I still know so many people who use this strategy. I'm not just telling you to do it, but just note it down. Let's say you're doing a straddle, okay? Any percentage, let's say 20% call, 20% put. And what you're doing is 20% stop loss. If your any leg stop loss gets triggered, you enter into the buying side of the same leg. Okay, I'll repeat it. Let's say at the ATM call and ATM put, you are doing with 20% stop loss. If your call stop loss for the selling side and the selling side gets triggered, you enter into the buying side of the call leg. Or if put stop loss got triggered, you enter into the put side of the buying leg. Okay. This was his idea. And this was some people, like many people, not many people, like some people I know who are doing this such kind of trades effectively. With this feature, you can actually backtest that as well. How? Using a basket feature. In basket feature, okay, let me demonstrate it to you. Go to the basket tab, add a basket. If, by the way, if you guys do not use the basket, it's immensely powerful. Watch this video. You will love this basket feature. Basket feature is, let's say it's weight demo. Okay. So if I add a basket here, in basket I can create multiple strategies. So what I'll do is I will import Banknifty strategy, which I was just telling you to. Okay. I'm saying ATM call for 20% stop loss, whatever, without waiting condition. Okay. Now what I will do is I'll add one more strategy into it, which is a Banknifty demo, and I will add a waiting condition saying that I will only buy that leg which is crossed 25%. It means it is effectively saying as the other leg, as in the other strategy, if any leg stop loss is triggered, this will be activated. Because we have added the 25% stop loss condition in other leg, it means as soon as that leg stop loss triggers, this buying actually becomes active. That's how you can actually do waiting 25%. Okay. And the strategy, let's say I add the strategy, I run it. Let's see if I run it. So this is effectively saying you are doing with one lot of Banknifty or whatever the strategy is, and as soon as one leg stop loss for your selling side triggers, you enter into the other legs. Okay, this was 905 for the first one. This one is still running with 25% condition, and this is also come. So you see the result. But what we have to do is we have to go to S2. Since we are just trading on one leg, so we'll do trade on the first leg. Okay. If you want to just trade on the first leg, we are saying that our strategy is actually improved a lot. Okay. I hope you actually got the idea behind it. I hope you guys also understand that this is not to tell you that go into the buying side of the stuff, but it is actually worth exploring that what you can create with a simple idea of waiting for the premium to increase or decrease by a specific percentage in points. Okay, and buying is tough, mentally tough, because you have to take some losses first, and then probably when you get the profits, it's massively big. Okay, so try it out at the slippages as per your convenience, and I hope that's it. I hope you've got the simple idea of the wait and trade, how it can improve your selling side or buying side, and thank you. So thank you so much, and happy back testing. Bye bye.